So I'm sharing my screen. Just wait. Mm, yeah, I hope you are able to see my screen, right? Hello?
Yes, sir. Sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
visible.
yeah, thank you. So today is not day one, right? Yeah. So welcome to workshop day two on SQL Server Linux. So here today agenda is yesterday what we have done is we have installed SQL CentOS and we have added to the domain. That is what we have done in the day one. Now on coming to day two, what the main agenda of for this today workshop is we are going to install SQL Server on CentOS, and after that we are going to configure Windows authentication. Okay, and we are going to connect to SK authentication as well as Windows authentication. These are the concepts that we are going to do. Okay, so right now, so I will explain once again in Paint what overall concept is. So this is Active Directory, and this is one Windows domain to connect to install to connect to Linux SQL Server. We need SSMS. SSMS is not we cannot install SSMS in Linux server. That's the reason I have taken support from Windows. Okay, and we are going to this is another node 21 and node 22. Okay, and I have added these two into ABC domain, this one as well. Okay, so now we are going to install SQL Server on this machine as well. So before practical, what I cannot show you the two virtual machines. Why? Because the same commands are I have to be installed on the same, right? So what I have done is I have prepared this Note 21 in advance for the practical purpose. Okay, I mean, and now I am going to do the same on Note 22. For tomorrow, I will show the same commands on Note 21 and Note 22. Why? Because we cannot implement always on one single node, right? So that's the reason compulsory I need to make on these two nodes. Okay, so here I'm this is where we have suspended yesterday, right? So now I'm resuming that. So switch hyphen root, password is 123. I am searching for the if config. Why? Because is that IP is there or not? Yes, internet is IP is there, same IP, ping www.google.com to see internet is there or not. Yes, internet is also there. Now, so what we need to do? So in actually what will happen, for example, in coming to Windows, if we want to install one FTP server, what we will do, we will go to the server manager and go to the tools and we will install respective services. But coming to Linux, so there is option called as a repositories. Okay, so in online there will be softwares will be there. First we need to go to that check and we did download that into our system. So what this command will do is, this is the pipe symbol, means what are the output that you are getting here, we are filtering that. Okay, so I'm asking this command, using this command I'm telling that is there any server SQL server repositories in my system. Okay, I'm just copying this command. I'm moving to the node 22. I'm pasting here. So I didn't get any output. It means there are no repositories or related to the MS SQL server. Then it's good. Okay. No. Other you can also use this command as well. M repo list. If you see here, okay. Another app is holding M block, so no need to worry. I'm canceling that. Okay. So now, so for example, let's assume that we are having repositories. To view the content anything, you can use the cat command. Or otherwise, if you are having old repositories and you want to remove that, to view the content of repositories, you can use this command to remove that. Why? Because I need fresh installation. So first you can use this command to remove that. As of now, I don't have any repositories, so I am not using these two commands. Okay, in your case, if you are having old repositories, at that time you have to use rm command. Rm means remove. Okay, so now what we are going to do is I am telling that operating system go to the repositories, this packages microsoft.com and 2000 repo. Go to the repositories and download the files and download the documents. Okay, I am just copying this command. So what you need to do, you just understand the command and you can implement directly, copy and paste in your laptop as well, home lab. Okay, so you just copy this command and paste it here. So it was done. Okay, I have downloaded. See, if you want to view the content, just copy the command. You can view that. See, it is base URL. What I'm see, there is a document. So when I execute this package, so directly it is going to this URL and it will download the ISO file. Okay, so once it is done, so now I'm using this command. The already I completed, right? Now see, this is the command. M is the installation command, repositories command. So here hyphen y is press, I mean to say, like, don't ask me again SN for my agreement. So I'm directly telling that. Okay, so I'm asking SQL like send to OS, go and install MSSQL repositories. So you just copy this command, so it will download and install the SQL server.
Harsha, sorry for disturbing you. Are we recording this session,
Yes,
Harsha?
yes, yes.
Okay, because I just got a one call from my office,
Hmm.
some issue. So I will just joining from my mobile, something like that. Okay, I'm just disconnecting from over here.
Yeah, sure, sure. No, no problem. It is recording. So it is downloading here. If you are able to see here, so it is downloading RPM file. See, download currently it is 80, 92 MB, 100 MB. Here you are able to see it is downloading at the speed of 6.1 MB. Okay, it is going to complete in 10 minutes, 10 seconds. See, installation is now it is installing SQL Server. You can see that, right? Installing. Okay. So here in Linux, everything will be in command only. We just understand what the hello, hello. Sorry, it's due to low power. It's got disconnected. Hello, am I audible to you, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Thank
it's
you.
audible.
So now if you see here, installation got successful. Now what are the another command we are having? See here, we need to set up. Now we have installation, but in comparing to Windows, what will happen during the installation itself? We have to configure which edition, which SQL server, which password. We have to give the everything options, right? But coming to Linux, first we will install the SQL server. After that, we need to configure. So you just use this command and go to the node 22 and paste it here. Now it is asking us. So here you will see that evolution, developer, express, web edition, standard edition, like that. So now I am going with the developer option. Press 2 and enter. So here you need to give the accept license and terminals. Right now, Y in the capital letter, right? So you need to give on like S in the yes command. You have to give Y as a capital as it is. Otherwise, it won't take that. Okay. Now, hello. Now it is asking the to set SA password. I am setting capital Z OOM @ 123. Press enter. Capital Z OOM @ 123. So make sure that you are entering the same password. Why? Because it doesn't give any prompt that you are entering the same password. Now you are able to see that we have installed SQL Server successfully. Now SQL Server is running. Okay. So now what we need to do, we need to restart the service of SQL Server. So now, so generally in Windows, what we'll do, we will go to services.msc and we will restart that. In comparing to SQL Server services.msc, here we use in Linux we use systemctl. So what is the option that we need to do? Restart, right? So we are using restart. For which service we need to restart? MS SQL Server. So you just copy this command and go to that node 22 and paste it. Press enter. Yeah, it got restarted. Now configure repositories and install SQL command other tools to internally connect. So as of now, we have done it and everything. But whenever we type that SQL command for SQL for in Linux, we cannot install SSMS. We cannot I mean we don't have any other tools to get connect except from Azure Data Studio. So now what is the negative tool that we can use to get connect? One of the is tool is SQL command. So to install those kind of tools and everything, we need to install these packages. This is the package. Press enter. Okay, that is done. Now we have downloaded this just the package only. This using this command, we are down installing the tools. Now we need to type yes. Everything is in capital only. This is agreement. Okay, this is done. Now, okay. Now, for example, if we type anything here, or I will show you one thing here. I'm giving only temp here. How it is opening this location by giving simple one word. How it is giving means we have configuring set and we have configuring by default Windows configure that environment tools, right? So using this command, I am going to configure tools environment variables for SQL Server. So this is the single command. This is the multiple commands. Okay, I just use this double quotation. I will tell you one thing here. Here in SQL Server, I am having one command, table name. Okay, I am having another command. Select star from table name one. So if I click execute here, what will happen? Both commands will executed simultaneously, right? So if I want to execute first command, after that I want to execute the second command. For in SQL Server, what we will do? We will use go symbol, right? So the same thing. If you want to execute multiple commands after one by one in Linux, okay, we use double arrows. Okay, so this is one command. If you see in Microsoft website, they will show all these one command line as a three commands. But to make the simple process, I have added these double arrows. Okay, I'm just copy this command. I'm moving to the node 22. I'm pasting here. Press execute. That done. Now, now you can connect. Try to connect. Okay. So it's just localhost. Now, if you see here, paste it. I'm able to connect. How we can know? Select at the rate version. His version spelling is right. Why I'm not getting? See, when you are using SQL command, after everything, what are the command you need to use? Go. See, we got this right. SQL Server 2018 RTM32 cumulative pack. We just installed that. Okay. So as of now, we have successfully installed SQL Server on sent to OS 7 and also installed and also get connected from Linux machine using SQL CMD. That is first point of our today agenda got successful. Now what we will do first, okay, for now we can able to connect. If you want to connect from other machine, what we need to do, we need to allow the port number 1433. So this is the command, simple command. You just allow, for example, if you want to allow any other port, for example, by default always on uses 155022. If you want having any custom port, you just, sorry, you just add this number, port number here. Okay, I'm just adding here, copy, and I'm pasting here. Okay, and again I'm using always on, right, for tomorrow. For that reason I'm allowing 5022 port as well from firewall. That is also done. Now see, if you able to connect, see by default what will happen, when we install SQL Server in Windows, by default SSM, SQL Server database engine and SQL Server agent will get installed, right? But in this machine, so only SQL Server got installed, but SQL Server agent will be in disabled state. Okay, by default. So for that reason, I am just copying this command, or otherwise, I just use node 2 here. 1, 2, 3. Node 22. Capital ZOIM 1, 2, 3. So still I'm able to connect or not, just see that. Ping 10 0 dot 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 22. Yeah, I'm able to connect here. No problem. Let's see. Now I'm going to enable execute this command. Here it was done. Now I'm going to restart that. So whatever changes you are going to done to that respective services, you need to restart that. Okay. So sorry, I'm executing all this in exit. I'm executing all this in this thing, right? Copy, true. Okay. So it is asking me, we have already done that. Just restart it. Restart, done. Again, copying the same command, done. Copy, Yep. Now we have restarted the MS SQL Server as well. Now, so as of now, we have done that. Now what it is asking me is, so in Linux, the in interview, they may ask that. So if you install SQL Server, with what account SQL Server got installed? As of now in the configuration, I didn't give any user, right? So in the backend, it uses MS SQL virtual account in CentOS. So this is the interview question, okay? So right now what it is asking is, go and install MS SQL. See, please do remember MS SQL is in all in small letters. Password expire. Now you just go to the Active Directory. Who will do in the real time? Active Directory admin. Okay. Installation of SQL Server is only our responsibility. Allowing ports and everything will be in network administrator. You just go to the tools, Active Directory users and computers. Yeah. Now Now go to the users. So I have already created. I will show you how you can create it. Right click, new, user, type MS SQL. All are small only. MS SQL. Next, you check these two boxes. Okay. Give the password. 1 2 3 or something, whatever you want. Okay. You just need to create MS SQL user like this. Okay. Now you just copy this command. See, in Windows also we used to configure SPNs, but we don't these activity in Windows. Why? Because our SQL Server account will have that ability to write these SPNs, register these SPNs automatically in Windows. But in Linux, it is not the same. So what is the mission? You just replace your name here. That's it. So everything will be in the small letters only. So please do remember once again, Linux is very case sensitive. Yeah, I'm just copying this command. So I'm having two missions, right? So this is for node 21 and this is for node 22. Copy. Sorry, sorry. Now now you here type C, go to Active Directory, open command prompt with run as administrator. Now paste it here and press enter. See, this is how you will get. Now we have successfully registered SPN for the system called Node 22. Okay, with MS SQL user. Now it is the done. Now it's a part of like mm, uh, key version. Now what we are doing all these commands, it means we are making the SQL server to allow Windows authentication. This is all for Windows authentication only. Okay. Now you just copy this command and paste it here. This is done. This is the command, right? Copy this command, paste it. See now, what is the number here? You are able to see here. Can anyone reply? 2, right? Hello? Okay. 2, right? So here, what are the number that you are seeing? By default, it will be 2. Okay. So you need to copy this number. Okay. So here, you just enter, execute this command. Okay, so here what we need to do here, what are the number that you have seen, right? So here you need to replace this command, and also here your domain name. But please do remember, so this is my domain name, right? So you just rename your host name. Okay, your where you are going to install SQL Server. but keep as it is the number. If you enter, for example, my domain is in here capital letter, but when I was doing initial initial day, or like first time, so I just use small letter. For that reason, what are the error I get here is, while connecting SSMS, you will get this error. The login is from is untrusted domain, cannot be used with Windows authentication. You will get this error. So by default it will be 2, right? So now I am just copying this command, press enter, press MSSQL 123, done. Please do remember the password for this is, even though you, if you give the wrong password, it will not check the password, but make sure that what password you are giving. Now go back to this one and copy this command and paste it here. 123. This is the password for the MSSQL, right? So now go back to this one, copy this command and paste it here. This is done. Now we need to quit. Done. Now, so, so this is node 21 or node 22. So sorry, I have given node 21, node 22, right? So sorry. Here what I need to replace that. Uh, I need to 22, right? 22, 22. See, this is the what the mistakes we will do. So again K utility, right? I need to enter 123. This is done. Yeah, this is done. Now quit. So we have done some mistake here. Instead of using 22, I have entered to node 21 as well. Okay. So let's see how it goes. Okay. Now we need to change the ownership for MSSQL tab. You just execute this command. That's it. Copy, but please do mind only in Linux pasting I mean you just use the commands as well. You just maintain the document and we will execute that. Only thing we need to understand what the service is doing, that what the command is actually doing here. Now we have successfully installed SQL Server and tried to configure Windows authentication. But we done some wrong here. Instead of 21, 22, we have given 22, 21 as well. And later we corrected. But as of now, I don't know whether it's worked or not. Let's see how it goes. So as of now, it is not getting connected. So let's see. So what I will do here, I will restart this init. So to restart Linux, so what we will do here is okay, and we use command init 6. We have various run levels are there. For run level 6, we restart for we use for restart Linux. Sorry, init spelling is wrong, right? Init 6. So meanwhile, we have installed 21 as well, right? For demo purpose, I have. If anything goes wrong, at least I can see this. I can show you from node 21. That's the reason I kept it like this, a backup purpose. Now I'm moving to the node 20, node 1 using SSMS node 1. So here I'm able to connect node 21. See, if you see here, I mean zoom it. See, if you see here, Linux, if you how we can differentiate either it Linux or your Windows SQL Server, you will see the penguin icon. I see if you able to see here you are able to see the penguin icon. Okay, that is the one thing. And I'm right clicking the instance properties. Now see, there is no option to change the Windows authentication. Now I will show you that. See, this is the Windows SQL Server. Right click on properties. Here you will able to see the security. Here we can change right Windows authentication everything. But coming to Linux, here we don't have any security option. They have removed it. See, security was not there. Okay, so what whenever you done any when someone asks you that how we can change window authentication using GUI, so you can say that we cannot change Linux SQL Server is quite different. Okay, we cannot change like Windows authentication how we used to do in Windows. So what are the commands just now we used, right? The same command we have to use. Now let's see whether 22 is able to connect or not. 22, as at least I will check that whether it is pinging or not. Ping 10 10 10 0 22. I am able to ping. Now see that. Mhm. So it is not working. Node 22 is not working. Okay. Now system CTL status MSSQL. So currently SQL Server is running. Okay. So you are able to see that. uh, I will let's see that how at least we are able to connect using this SQL CMD. So I'm just opening this command node 22. What happened? Oh, so I already told you right. I'm using normal user. Normal user will not able to execute this command. For that reason, what we need to do, we need to switch to the root user or root you the for the root user for which user we are having administrative privileges. So select at the rate version, shift enter go. See, we are able to connect to the SQL Server which is installed on Node 22, but we are unable to connect from Node 1. So let's see that other ping 10.0.10.1. I'm trying to connect to the Node server, whether it is pinging or not. Sorry, I need to exit from that window. Ping 10.0.10.10.1. Okay, I'm able to connect. I'm able to connect to the node one, but I'm unable to connect to the SQL server. So come down. So right click. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. See, something we are facing issues. Node 22. So as of now, we have done that. Only thing is we are unable to fulfill this third point. So tomorrow, I'm going to do is I'm rectify this error, and I have show you and I will tell you what I have done from backend. So the tomorrow I am going to complete the session, the total workshop, and tomorrow I'm going to install, configure pacemaker and also Linux. Sorry, and also always on. Okay. So to with for tomorrow the session workshop is going to complete. So today I seem like time is very bad for me. So I went to wrong issues. Okay. So is there any other doubts apart from this? Hello? Hello? Can anyone respond, please?
All good, Harsha. All good.
Yes. Yeah, okay. I am stopping for now. We will meet you tomorrow exactly same time. Thank you. Thank you all.